Well, the Grand Lake Visitor Center has a new executive director, and he's on day 2, and he came to us on Noon Edition. Joining me today, the new executive director, Max Stogler, and thanks for coming today.
Thanks, Holly.
All right, so really, you've come back home, right? You've been in the Visitors Bureau kind of business, but this is your home, right?
This is, yeah. I was born and raised in Mercer County. My wife is from Auglaize County, so to be able to represent our hometowns, both those communities, it's pretty special.
And you do have some background in this. If people are worried, well, how's he going to promote our area? You've got plenty of jobs in that area of doing that.
Yeah, this isn't my first time running a CVB. I was the director for the Darke County Visitors Bureau for 5 years, worked with Donna for a lot of years promoting the region there in West Central Ohio. So, but it's nice to be back home and promoting our hometown.
Right, yeah. So Donna retires and she left us in good hands with you here.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
So are you excited about coming back home and pumping up what you always knew was in this area?
Yeah, it's amazing to see Grand Lake it come back. We all know the struggles that they had, 15 years ago or so, and to see all the development on the west side of the lake with Boardwalk Village, that sort of Key West themed.
That is such a cute area,
yes,
isn't it?
And it's such a unique place to visit. I think one of the most unique in the whole state. So just to see all of those, new things pop up around the lake has been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now you were saying that, hey, it's good to go birding around the lake. Tell us about that.
Birding is such a big thing, but yeah, especially now, if you haven't been down to the lake, the pelicans are out and about right now, and they're so unique. We were talking before we went on, went on live that it's so unique to have a bird like that you associate with a more tropical environment,
right,
here in Ohio, and we also have a lot of bald eagles as well. So we have some new eaglets that have hatched. Some photographers around the lake have captured some of those photos. So it's a great time to just come down and enjoy some of that nature around the lake.
Yeah, bring your binoculars, check out the little eaglets and stuff like that.
Yes.
But the lake I think take for granted. It's right here in our backyard, but you don't have to go far away to go enjoy some of the stuff that you have at the lake. It's right here at home.
That's exactly right. And we, especially during the eclipse, we had so many folks from the region, from the Midwest, come in. Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin. There were folks all over who discovered our region for the first time. They sort of looked at the path of totality and tried to find a unique spot to view that, and landed on our state park, on our region, and fell in love with it. We had so many folks who said, we had no idea this was here. We're going to come back.
Yeah, but I mean, besides the lake, there's so many other things. I mean,
there is.
Just take a day trip and catch some wineries or other things, right? I mean, there's so many things to catch.
We have amazing downtowns between Salina, St. Mary's, Wapakoneta, and then the even smaller little like New Bremen and Minster and Coldwater. There's so many beautiful things to see. Great shops, great restaurants. Amazing museums. I know Logan from the Armstrong Museum was here a few weeks ago,
right.
And they had a great, with the eclipse. So there's just a lot to see just in the region, in addition to the lake.
Right, exactly. I know one of my favorite places to take folks is the Bicycle Museum.
Yes,
I mean,
yes. That was my first job out of college. I was a curator there.
Was it really? See,
so
that was a great place,
yeah, it is. It is. We have so many of those unique little things that you can't see anywhere else in the country, and they're right here in our backyard.
And you talk about nature, you got some of the canal too.
Yes, yeah, and great bike trails. Outdoor recreation is so big right now, coming out of COVID and during COVID. So, you can grab a kayak, throw it on the lake, and just have a great time.
I know it's only your second day on the job, but do you have any visions of like the ways you might want to try to promote it more? I mean, in this social media day and age,
yeah,
do you need more of that?
You definitely need to keep up with those digital trends. I certainly want to start promoting the lake as that exciting, fun, again, playing off that Key West Boardwalk Village vibe, and showcasing the lake in a different way. It was always a locals lake for such a long time, and now it's been sort of discovered by this new group of visitors for the first time, and so we want to showcase that.
Well, you got, the trend now too is like wineries and breweries and stuff, and you got those around.
Yes, we have the Brews and Vines Trail.
So,
we're expanding. We've added new coffee shops to to that as well.
So you have those things too to attract all different ages.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely, absolutely.
And May kicks off Tourism Month and Tourism Week's coming up. So I mean, you've got the big summer season coming up.
Yeah, we are right in the midst of it, and it's a great time to come visit the area, come visit the lake. And we've seen that uptick in tourism over the last several years with the resurgence of the lake. that drives so much of our economy that it's very important.
Right, certainly is. Well, Matt, good to meet you, and I'm glad you're back home.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment with a look at the weather forecast.